Welcome back, another episode. The fifth episode of Grey's Anatomy Season 20 officially signaled the halfway point of the run. Grey's Anatomy Season 20 was handed an abbreviated 10-episode order, a significant departure from its previous seasons that usually consisted of 20 or more episodes in response to the writers' and actors' strikes. Before the Firefighter spin-off series finishes, fans may anticipate one last crossover between Grey's Anatomy and Station 19 in the season's final 5 episodes. Thankfully, after the truncated Season 20, fans of Grey's Anatomy will have a lot more episodes to look forward to thanks to the show's Season 21 renewal. Meredith made a second appearance in Grey's Anatomy, Season 20, Episode 5, as the medical staff at Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital handled a serious medical student accident. The Grey's Anatomy episode adhered to the show's standard plot, which calls for striking a balance between the personal lives of the doctors and the patients and cases. The cases themselves gave viewers more insight into the doctors, even if this episode was in some ways more patient and case-oriented. Important mental health issues were also covered in Grey's Anatomy Season 20, Episode 5, which may have opened the door for more somber stories. At the conclusion of Grey's Anatomy Season 19, Jo and Link ultimately reunited after several seasons of Will They or Won't They. Their bond has only been stronger ever since. But when Jo discovered her period was late, an innocent talk threatened to spoil their honeymoon period. Even though they are already parents, they had to decide if they were ready to have a child together because of the chance that Jo was pregnant. Meredith made an appearance in Grey's Anatomy Season 20's first 3 episodes, but she vanished in Episode 4 before returning in Episode 5. With Meredith moving from Seattle to Boston in the winter finale of Season 19, Ellen Pompeo is no longer a regular on Grey's Anatomy, but she has made several appearances on the show since then. Meredith is never more than a phone call away, even though Grey's Anatomy has demonstrated that it can continue without her. Winston received divorce papers in the mail. In the Grey's Anatomy Season 19 finale, Winston and Maggie decided to try a long-distance marriage, which gave the couple some optimism after Winston refused to follow Maggie to Chicago. On the other hand, Maggie was consistently canceling on Winston at the last minute whenever he scheduled flights to visit her in Chicago, as Grey's Anatomy Season 20 Episode 3 disclosed. At the conclusion of the show, Winston removed his wedding band. But it wasn't made official that they were divorcing until Grey's Anatomy Season 20 Episode 5. Upon receiving divorce papers early in Grey's Anatomy Season 20 Episode 5, Winston was instantly in a foul mood. His response plus the absence of a wedding ring made it quite evident that those were divorce papers, even though they hadn't been made public yet. Maggie had already filed for divorce by the time the papers arrived. But Winston, who had been battling to keep their marriage alive for the previous season, found it difficult to accept this news. In Grey's Anatomy Season 20, Episode 5, a number of medical students were admitted to Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital as a result of a serious trauma. After their white coat ceremony, which marks the start of their medical school journey, the students were attending a party when the second-floor deck collapsed, resulting in multiple casualties. While most of the patients were inebriated and unruly, Eddie, the student, was comparatively composed. Yasuda and Helm were another couple that had a significant amount of screen time in Grey's Anatomy Season 20, Episode 5. At the start of the episode, Helm, who is currently serving as co-chief resident, was assisting Yasuda with her studies. Yasuda was the only intern who had finished her procedure log, so she had to wait for her classmates to finish up so she could go back to the operating room. Teases from Grey's Anatomy: Simone and Lucas are breaking up. Simone and Luca's relationship on Grey's Anatomy Season 20 has been tumultuous since Simone's failed marriage and their hookup. Perhaps because they couldn't resist their feelings, they dated too soon, which made everything more difficult. When it appeared that Simone and Lucas's romance might be progressing, their attempt to operate on Sam in the Grey's Anatomy Season 19 finale sparked tensions between them once more. For more videos, subscribe.